Hey guys, this week Mark and I couldn't think of a theme.
So, we're just gonna wing it. So, Jeremy and I got attacked by the silly string monster. So, we bought this silly string remover.
Sweet! It actually worked! Anyways, Valentino's is on the 12th, and all you YQ people have to be there. Watch this recap video.
Check it!
Mark, I'm thirsty.
Well, you can have my drink. What?
Cool. I should try to get it out of my shirt.
Speaking of thirst, check out this clip on relationships.
Check it out!
A good friend is somebody who is reliable and honest and who loves you enough to support you when you need it, even if that means maybe hurting your pride or something.
I would think a good friend is someone who is always there for you and you don't need to maintain their friendship. You'll just know, you guys know you're friends with each other. You don't need to call each other once a week to make sure you're friends. That's someone who's a good friend for me, someone who's always there for me, and I'm always there for them.
I think a good friend is somebody that you can just be honest with, and just somebody you can really be honest with.
I think what makes a good friend is, I think there's two ways you can go. I think it's important to be a friend to everyone, but there's some people that you're reaching out to, and then there's some people who you're a friend to, but you're actually wanting to be influenced by them, and you want to influence them. And in those cases, I think what makes a good friend is somebody who can draw you closer to Christ and who values the same things that you value. If you're going to put yourself in a situation that you're being influenced by somebody, then you want to become more like them. Then you want to have it be somebody that is a type of person that you want to be like.
Well, I would say what constitutes a good friend is someone who is trustworthy, patient. Yeah, I would probably say like 1 Corinthians 13:4 is like would be a good friend because it's really cheesy, but AJ is a really good friend for me. And if you think like, 1 Corinthians 13:4, so love is peace and patience. I don't know if I remember them all, but
what constitutes a good friend is somebody that's loyal to you, that you can trust, and they trust you. Yeah.
a good friend is someone who looks out for you
and has your best intentions in mind and isn't going to be selfish or thinking about themselves when you get into sticky situations. They hang around in tough times and good times, and they love you.
I think for me, a good friend is somebody that has just stuck with me no matter what. Like, they're just there, whether I'm nice to be around or not. They just hang in there with me, and I don't have to doubt that they're going to walk away. I just know they're going to stick.
Somebody who's not afraid to be around you, even if you sometimes know yourself you're quirky, and they're okay with that. That's cool. I think that's probably one thing I would say I really enjoy about my friends.
How would I define a good friend? I think someone who cares about me, that I know when we hang out, I'm not, I can relax, be myself, and I notice that they can do the same. That's a good friend.
I have switched friends before, but it's mostly because I was not good at having friends. I'm kind of an awkward person and kind of a loser in high school, so I switched friends a lot. I think that it was good because it actually helped me to learn how to relate to different people, because I was going from different groups of friends to different groups of friends.
I switched friends because I moved a lot growing up.
No, I don't think I ever switched friends.
I have switched friends, not very many times, but there was one particular time where I just found that whenever I was around this person, they were making me feel bad about myself, and I just decided that I didn't want to invest a lot of energy in a relationship that was just drawing me down.
I had like the same group of friends for most of high school. Like, we all had the same small group. There was one girl who, like, went a completely different direction than the rest of us. And she got into like drugs and partying and sex, and then she had a baby when she was in grade 12. But then after that, she totally changed her life around again. So since then, I've talked to her quite a bit.
I actually did. I switched a lot of friends when I decided to live for my faith in the start of my grade 12 year. Up to that point, I was kind of a two-faced Christian, and in my senior year at high school, I decided to be a Christian. So that meant a lot of changing friends and starting with new friends.
Was that tough?
It was tough. Found out who a lot of my real friends were, because I changed, and when I changed, they didn't really want to hang out with me, but I also gained some real friends out of it too.
Have I ever switched friends? Well, it wasn't really a choice of switching friends for myself as much as they decided to switch friends for me. When I was in grade 8, all my lovely friends from elementary school decided not to be my friend anymore, and literally when they saw me walking down the hallway would run the other way. Special, yeah. So other people chose to be willing to hang out with me, so that's who I hung out with.
I think sometimes just geographically, when we moved, you end up just spending more time with somebody, and so, you know, maybe just because you have more time. But I have one friend that has stuck with me for so many years, and yet we live hundreds of miles apart. I don't know what I'd do without her. I just know that I could phone her anytime and she's there.
I've moved around so much over the years that I've just sort of had to learn how to make new friends, and, you know, I think I've just learned from each place that, okay, this is what I like about what I want in a friend, and so when I moved to the next town, It probably was just I learned from that and went that way forward. There's been some friends that I've kept over the years from places I've moved away from. Yeah, so I don't think I've stopped relationships purposely or abruptly.
I don't think I ever intentionally switched. Well, that's not entirely true. I did switch friends once. And I probably was a bit of a jerk about it. It was in high school, and I had a group of friends that was a good group of friends. It was sort of like in that transition of like, as I was learning more of who I was, I was a part of a big youth group, so there's a lot of options kind of thing. And I started realizing, you know what, I'm more interested in the same things that these people are interested in. And Christ was a big part of that. And even though I had good Christian friends here, I found myself gravitating to them. And really, in my senior year, sort of transitioned to a different peer group altogether. Yeah, I don't know if I was a jerk about it. Sometimes I wonder if I should have talked about it more and just, yeah.
I've never ended a friendship. I've drifted away from people where you just don't really connect with them anymore. But as far as like having a huge blow up and like I hate you, never want to talk to you again, never anything like that.
No, I've never purposely ended a friendship.
I have ended a friendship not so much in going up to somebody and saying this is over, but just realizing that spending a lot of time with that person is really like draining me and damaging me, and I realize that I have to withdraw to a certain extent just for healthy relationship's sake.